cone, and I stuck lemons on it and I put flowers, fresh flowers in it. Well, today I am going to do an apple tree. So when I was a little girl, my mama had one of these cones, and it's called a Williamsburg cone. I did a little research, you'll be so proud. And all it is a wooden cone. You can kind of see it's just a wooden cone, and it has nails sticking out all the way around, okay? And when I was a little girl, Mama would let my sister Robbie and I stick the apples on the cone, and then we would go outside and gather greenery and tuck it in. And to me, it's just perfect for Christmas time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you exactly how to do this. Now, I found this cone shape, or this Williamsburg cone, I found it at the antique shop over in West Point for $3. I was so excited. My sister Robbie was with me, and I said, I am getting that for the flower shop. It will be perfect for the flower shop. And so what I'm going to do is we went to the grocery store and we picked up red delicious apples. And all you do is you just take your apples and you stick them right onto each of these nails. Now you kind of have to be careful because you don't want to hit your hand on one of these nails because it hurts. So I'm just taking these apples and I'm just sticking them right onto those nails. So you can kind of see how I'm just going all the way around this tree and just sticking those apples right onto the nails. And you can do this with any fruit. You could do it with oranges, you can do it with green apples, you can do it, back in the summertime I did it with lemons, and it was just beautiful. And so for Christmas, Mama always did it with red apples. So I thought, we will do it with red apples because that's what Mama always did. And honestly, I don't even know if Mama still has hers. We're going to have to go up in the attic and see if Mama still has hers. But this makes such a beautiful topiary. And all I'm doing is taking the apples and popping them right there at the base, right onto each of these nails. And some of these apples have bobos, so I'm going to cover that up with greenery. But it takes 24 apples total to cover this tree. And so all I'm doing is just going all the way around, and you'll see how I still have nails back here? I'm just sticking those apples right onto those nails. Now the thing I like about a red apple versus a lemon is the apples are going to last longer than the lemons did. The lemons wanted to rot a little. Okay, so I have put my apples all the way around that tree. Now the reason you really want to use more of a wooden base versus a styrofoam cone, a wooden base is going to hold its weight really well. So next what I'm going to do is I've got evergreen. And some of this is just what we've bought through the store. So I have short needled pine, and then this is a type of cedar, and it might be a cypress. It comes from out of Florida, so I'm not exactly sure the different varieties. So what I'm going to do is now you can see where I've got a good bit of space. See the green space in between each apple? So I'm going to come in, I'm going to cut up pieces of this foliage, and I'm going to just tuck it right in between the apples. I'm going to come all the way around this base also because I want the base covered. And so it works. This is just a cake plate that I had here at the shop. And so I lifted it up just on a glass cake plate. You can put it directly on just a regular plate if you want to. But I thought this glass cake plate really made it pretty. And so all I'm doing is taking this pine and coming all the way around, just setting it right onto this glass plate. And then I'm going to take some of this greenery and kind of tuck it in between You can see where I kind of tucked it. I'm just tucking it in between these apples. Now the thing that's really nice about the pine and the cedar and the cypress is it's going to hold up pretty well. So see how I'm just kind of laying it right in between these apples? And I'm just kind of working it right in between. And I'm just cutting it up in small pieces. Now you can go outside in your yard and cut this greenery. Do not go and buy greenery. If you can always go outside and cut it. I also have a little bit of magnolia. I thought some small magnolia leaves would be pretty. But see how I'm just kind of tucking it right in between each of those apples to fill up that space. And I'm just using a pair of scissors to cut it. And I'm just tucking it right in. So it's so easy. It doesn't really take much skill. It just takes just tucking it right in. You could probably use some pretty eucalyptus in this apple tree also would be pretty. The only thing about the eucalyptus is it dries out so bad. And so it's not going to last as well. Okay. So next, I've got still a little more pine I'll tuck in. Okay. Next I'm going to come in, I think this is a cypress. It smells so good. So I'm just going to take it and pop it in smaller pieces and just tuck it right in. If you have berries like Nandina berries, they would be perfect in this. But you can kind of see just how I'm just taking that greenery and just tucking it right between each of those apples. If you had tiny little pine cones, you could stick some little pine cones in. Oh, and I'm not getting any messages. I can't see them over here, but I can see them on my phone. All right, so okay, so next I'm going to see about tucking, I don't know if it'll look pretty, but this is just a small leaf magnolia, and I think I'm going to see about tucking a little bit of that, and if I don't like it, you can always pull it out, so don't feel, maybe more around the base. I don't know that I like it tucked into the tree necessarily. Now the thing that's really nice about magnolia too, y'all, is pop it with a little gold spray paint, and it is going to, it won't brown. It won't look bad. It'll stay pretty for a long period of time if you hit it with just a touch of gold spray paint. Now you can take, if this is going to be for like a quick dinner party or something like that, you can absolutely, I see them on the side, thank you. Yes, they are, Tracy, they are real apples. They're fresh apples. Tell me the name of that topiary cone again. It's called a Williamsburg cone. I did some research and that's what it said on Pinterest, is that it's a Williamsburg cone. And you could probably get Mark to build you one. Cheryl, I bet Mark can make one. But it's awesome. It's wonderful to work with. A lot of fun. Oh, I'm sorry, Tracy, that your phone froze up. But yes, absolutely. Come back and watch it later. Okay, so there's my greenery. I put a little bit of magnolia. I was saying that if you wanted to add fresh flowers, you absolutely could. Now remember, they do not have a water source in this, so they're not going to last really long, but they would be beautiful in here. Now what I thought I would do is just to add a little added touch. These are white hypericum berries, and I thought I would just pop those and kind of tuck them right in between those apples. So I'm just kind of popping them apart and just tucking them right in between those apples. This is exactly what you would do with fresh flowers, is you would just tuck them off, pop them off short, and then just tuck them right in between each of the apples. You can use holly. I've got some fresh holly greenery. I didn't have any holly berries, but I do have holly foliage. So I thought, I just like its texture. So I thought that I would take some of that maybe and tuck it right in because it reminds you so of Christmas. I also remember as a little girl, Mama would get oranges and whole cloves, and we would stick whole cloves down into oranges, and they smelled so pretty, and we thought we had, my sister Robbie and I thought we'd really done something when we put those little cloves into those oranges. But that was fun. It's great memories. But see how simple this is, but it's absolutely beautiful. It really, really makes a really pretty presentation. But there you go. That's how easy it is. So all I did was tuck those apples right onto that tree, put a little bit of greenery in it, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Guys, thank you so much for joining me this afternoon for this simple arrangement. I appreciate you all so much. I did want to come on and tell you really quickly, I don't know if you saw us post yesterday about Santa for a senior, and I wanted to tell you as of this afternoon we lack, so we had 279 seniors and we've got over 120 donations so far. So we are able to do 120 of those seniors so far. So we are doing wonderful, and I just wanted to tell you all thank you so very much. If you like watching these videos, please like this video and share it so that you can see it. If you have not followed our page, go and follow, because we do a lot of fun things. Guys, thank you so much. Have a wonderful afternoon, and we will see you real soon. March winds and April